Hello my lovely people, you're welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget that they are all alleged information. Always bear that in mind, okay? According to what we are hearing right now, they said Mariam's mom and one of her uncle storms the palace to come and see Kabiyesi over the recent development. They said recently that Mariam have been in a serious problem, and this problem is something that looks like illness. They said anytime she enters the palace, that is when she is experiencing that, you know. Some said it comes in form of itching. As anytime she enters the palace, her body will start to inch her. As in, it will be inching her. Seriously, it's not a small thing. No. They said ever since that thing started that she have not been in the palace because she noticed that it got worse anytime she enters the palace. So from what we are hearing right now, allegedly, they said she is right now in Ojaja Hotel. Although that is where she normally go anytime there is problem in the palace. But this time she is there because she feels more safe right there than the palace. Then, the part that made her mother and her uncle to come and talk to Kabiyesi concerning it is because they said for quite a long time that she have not been in the palace as a result of this. And Kabiyesi is not even asking about it. I don't know if they have gone on inquiry to see what the problem is all about, or they are just still working based on assumption. Because from what we heard, they said Kabiyesi is a very strong king. That the moment they crown him king, he became more powerful than he used to be when he is ordinary human being. And with some of the staffs given to him as a king, he can move mountains. He can make impossible to be possible. I'm not trying to say that he is God, though. No, he is not God. But they said that he is bestowed with a lot of powers. I don't know if you remember one of the videos where they said a certain guy delivered a parcel of bees to Queen Naomi in Lekki Mansion. And because that was too bad, and Kabiyesi feel so bad and insulted and all of that, they said out of anger, he used his ancient staff and declared some words against that guy in question. And the next day, the guy became blind. I don't know if you have watched that. That is not only for strangers. They said even the family members that don't even cause Kabiyesi to raise his ancient sword against you. Because if he does, you will be in a very serious mess. So, in as much as there was never a day they told us that Kabiyesi did that for Olori Mariam. But a lot of people are believing that maybe he have said something in anger against Mariam. And that is why the palace is no longer comfortable for her. They said the mother and the uncle, they were suspecting that because of all the gbas that Mariam is bringing to the table, because of all the problems that Mariam is giving to the king, that the king must have did something or say something with his ancient sword without Mariam knowing it, you know. But the funny part of this story is that they said this only happens to her whenever she enters the palace. And if this information is true, it simply means that she is no longer needed in the palace. And for that singular reason, she needs to go and stay in Orisa quarters or stay out of the palace if she still wants to remain married to the king. And that is why I tell you guys that when God wants to fight your battle, how it will happen, it will marvel you. It will marvel your enemies. everyone will be surprised and shocked. Yes, so because if this information happens to be true, you know that God have settled the issue of leaving the palace at once for Mariam. They said when her mother and the uncle came to the palace looking for Kabiyesi, you know that Kabiyesi is a very big king. He doesn't come out of his chambers anyhow. Before he came out, there must be reasons, tangible reason. So, although some people will say, so this, his in-law visit is not tangible. I did not say that too. I did not say that, but they said before Kabiyesi comes out of his chambers that it must be something strong and all of that. So, but they said while they were waiting for Kabiyesi to come out, there are some elders that they were discussing with, narrating the whole story to the elders, telling them how it is always difficult for Mariam to return back to the palace because anytime she comes back, the palace will be uncomfortable for her. Her body will start itching her. She will be feeling uncomfortable and all of that. So the elders told the mother that it's a clear indication that she's no longer needed in the palace. That if that should be the case, she should move out of the palace and everything will be fine. If there's any royal duty that she needs to perform or attend, she should be visiting from wherever she is. They said she is right now in Ojaja Mall. They say Kabiyesi doesn't have any problem with that. She can stay in that Ojaja Mall. That is not a problem, But the issue of trying to force herself inside the palace, even when the gods are angry with her, they don't want her in the palace, that is another thing for her. But on the other side, are you sure that that is not what she planned for Queen Naomi? Yes, because lately it begins to look like Queen Naomi is always afraid of coming back to the palace or coming to do anything in that palace. The possibility that this is what they planned for her is there. And this time around, if it is so, it is not happening to them. The other day we heard that what she planned for Queen Naomi's child landed on her own son's head. This life, Anyways, my prayer is let it be that she did this thing against Queen Naomi and it backfires. Yes, or the gods are angry with her. Because if it is Kabiyesi that did it, maybe it will get to a point that they will beg Kabiyesi and he might decide to undo it. Anyways, I don't know what the case may be, but I want to remind you that these are all alleged information. They said they came to see Kabiyesi and they are still waiting. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think about it. And always remember, they are all alleged, okay? Bye for now. Love you guys.